Hey, what's up? It's Annika and welcome back to my channel. Sorry in advance if you can hear a little bit of like crinkling and squeaking. My puppy is playing with her toys, but she's being a good girl and just playing in her little safe space, so don't mind that. But in this video, I wanted to walk you through my little update for iOS 14 to make my home screen more springy and more aesthetic to what my vibes are for this time of the year. Are you crinkling away? She just got new toys, so. Anyway, if you're new here, then welcome. I'm Annika. I do a lot of finance and lifestyle videos, and I take you with me on every step of the way to paying off over $229,000 in debt. And I have filmed so many finance videos at this point, monthly budget videos, and all of that. So I'll go ahead and leave the playlist in the description below if you are interested in checking that out. Puppy! But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so this is what my home screen looks like now, and I actually used the Brass app to do a lot of the work for me in changing my theme and downloading a lot of the app icons as well as the shortcuts. So this video isn't sponsored by them, but I did partner with them in one of my past videos for updating my iOS screen, and so I will be using them, but I will also show you kind of how I create the aesthetic app icon shortcut and adding widgets and all of that. I've done a few tutorials on it, but I think I'll just kind of walk you through what I'm doing and hopefully you can take something away from this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Brass app, and it's free to download, and I think a lot of these themes are completely free to just download. I think some of them you might have to watch like an ad for in order to download it, but I mean, it's like 30 seconds or something, not terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna go through all of their pre-designed themes here, and as you can see, I have the palm tree one that is shown here already. So now I'm kind of feeling a new vibe. I want to be kind of more just an updated spring, because the palm trees are already kind of springy, but ooh, this sage green cactus, I love that. I'm like seriously obsessed with sage green right now, and I'm gonna do more videos on like updating my aesthetic and like a capsule wardrobe and all of that, so I'm super excited. I love that sage green. Okay, I think that might be a front runner. I mix and match the themes too, and I'll kind of show you how I do that as well. Okay, I think I really like this theme. I'm just loving this green color and these vibes, so I'm going to set up this theme. Easy install. Yes, I want all of these main ones. I might kind of change some of these because I don't love their icons that they came with. I do want YouTube. And we already downloaded the icons and that shortcut is already set up for me. But now let me set up the wallpaper. So wallpaper saved already to my photos. Great. Okay, so I've just combined like two different themes and installed a ton of the app icons all at once. So now it should just automatically open up the app when I click on it, which is great, but you can also just do the long way of like creating a shortcut. And I'll quickly walk you through how you would do that. So for me, I would just like, you can go to Pinterest, Google, anywhere. You can search up like Instagram, oops, let me spell it right. Instagram icon aesthetic, and just look up different colors and themes that you like. You can save that image, preferably in a square so that it will crop correctly. So wherever you get your image, just end up cropping it into a square. It will make your life so much easier. You can download that, open up your Shortcuts app. This should already come like downloaded onto your phone, so it's just a generic Shortcuts app by Apple, and I have like a ton of shortcuts already in here because of the profile that it just installed and the ones that I've created. But if I wanted to create a brand new one, like for that Instagram shortcut that I just did, let me rename the shortcut. So I just clicked new shortcut, click those three dots in the right, shortcut name, and I'm just gonna call this Instagram shortcut. And I'm giving it like a longer name because I don't want it to mess with my other ones that are already Instagram. So what I can do is I can click on add to home screen, and here is where you can fix the name to show up exactly how you want it. So Instagram, I can type that out that way. Or if you want to install like a fun keyboard like I have here, it's literally just from the Fonts app, and then you can like install the keyboard onto your keyboard in settings so that you can switch back and forth. But if you wanted to type it like all aesthetic, like I can use typewriter, and click on the little icon. Once you're on this add to home screen page, click on choose photo, and now I can go click on that icon that I want to be the icon to show up on the home screen. And again, you want it to be a cropped square, because if you don't have it in a cropped square, it's gonna like distort it weird and it just won't show up the way you want it to. So I'm gonna say choose, and then I'll click add, and then it's added to home screen. So let me go here on my home screen. There it is. That's the one I just created, that shortcut. So when I click it now, nothing's gonna happen. So it's not gonna work yet. So we're gonna go back to shortcuts. So now that that's done, it's added to home screen, we want to add an action. So I want to search in this portion. Let me go back to my normal keyboard. Open, oops, let me spell it right. Open app, and under actions, I'm gonna click open app, and scripting, it says open, and then you're going to choose an app. So I'm gonna click on the choose option. I'm gonna search the app that I already have downloaded on my phone, so Instagram. And now the instructions for this shortcut are to open Instagram. So I'm just gonna say done, go back to my home screen, click on the Instagram shortcut I just created, and here we go, it opens up Instagram. And I like how now, I don't know if this was an update or if something I did in my settings, but it only does that little like window at the top anymore. It doesn't do the full screen like it used to back when iOS 14 first came out, so really glad about that. But yeah, it'll just come with that little drop down that says like Instagram opened by shortcuts, or yeah. So that's how you would create your own shortcuts, but I like doing it this way, obviously, because this goes a lot faster. And yeah. Okay, so I have all my apps downloaded here, and I'm actually just going to delete that little bookmark shortcut that I made for the other Instagram app, because now I have the one I want. And I do want to point out that you don't want to delete your original apps, and the reason is because these are actually just shortcuts leading to those apps. So these aren't the actual apps, they're just like a stepping stone. They're like an in-between shortcut, because hence the name shortcut, to get you to that app. But you don't want to delete the original one, because if you do, the shortcut won't work because it takes you to that app. What you can do is actually just add the app back into your app library. So let me just show you how you would do that. If I hold down on an app and I click remove app, you can actually just say remove from home screen, and it will add it to your app library, which if you slide all the way to the right, your app library will have all your apps, and it just helps keep your home screen clean. So just a little FYI for you. But now I'm going to go ahead and delete these other bookmarks. Delete. And actually, if I just hold down on the screen, I can have all my apps shaking at once, so I don't have to go individually. Click the little minus sign and delete all of those. And I'm going to move my phone, Safari, messages, and camera. Actually, I like the other messages better, so I'm gonna delete that one. Okay, so then for my social category, I actually want to grab, there we go. Wouldn't let me group it. I'm gonna put all of these social apps into one. Now I'm gonna go through and actually just delete all of these shortcuts so that I have kind of like a blank canvas here. And to make this go faster, I'm actually just gonna click on all the dots and remove some of these pages by just unchecking them, so that way I don't have to scroll as much when I'm dragging the apps, just to make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay, so now that I have my like main apps that I'm gonna want on my home screen, I am going to add a widget. So I highly recommend downloading the Widgetsmith app and the Color Widgets apps, because those are really helpful when you want to add certain widgets. I'm actually going to just open up Widgetsmith and kind of show you these other ones that I've created here. I want to add a medium widget, so I'm just going to add a new one. So this medium number 12 is a new one that got added on. I'm going to click on it to edit it. I like this day and date because I just never know what day it is. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the aesthetic and theme, and I actually just like the vanilla. Ooh, I love the New York. Go back, and I'm gonna rename this my day plus calendar. Save. I'm gonna go back to my home screen, hold on the screen, click on the plus sign in the upper left hand corner, scroll down to actually where it says Widgetsmith. Click on Widgetsmith, and I want to add a medium widget. And there it is. So let me tap on that, and that's actually where you can specify which widget you want, which is why when you name your widget, it's really important to name it what it actually is. So I found my day plus calendar that I just created, which it already defaulted to because I think that was like the most recently edited one, so that's why it defaulted to that. But there we go. So now I want to move some things around. Okay, so I've adjusted my home screen here. I added the calendar widget using the Widgetsmith app, and I added a clock as well because I like to see it visually. It just helps me, and I arranged it pretty much the same as I had it before because that just works for me. And now this next page, I probably won't do too much reorganization either. I'm gonna put it back probably the way I had it. But just to clarify, this countdown on the top, this countdown towards my birthday, I use the Color Widgets app, so very similar to the Widgetsmith app. You download the Color Widgets app, go into it, create a countdown, you can customize it there, and then you hold down on your home screen, go plus, and go down to Color Widgets. And then here's where you would pick like the size you want, and then it would just pop it right on your home screen. So that is pretty simple. But since I want to add like my Starbucks app and maybe like something else for work, I don't know, I want to download the icon, but since this isn't really the right color, I'm going to download the image, and then I'm going to actually post it, or not post it, but send it to Lightroom and just adjust the coloring. And then I'm going to send these other apps that I already have downloaded to Lightroom too, so I can kind of try and match them. Okay, so now I want to go into color, and I'm going to just take the temperature down a little bit and see how that looks. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to just save it like that because for me it doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay if it's slightly off. But now it's saved to my camera roll. I'm going to go to my shortcuts app. I'm going to create a new shortcut. Open Starbucks, and then SG just for like sage green. Add to home screen. I'm going to call it Starbucks. Choose photo. There it is. Okay. Choose that. Add. Done. But I still have to add in action. Open app. I'm gonna choose Starbucks. Done. So that was actually really fast. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much done here. I downloaded these coffee images off of Pinterest, and I just went into the Widgetsmith app, created a small like image widget, and did the same thing, adding those on my home screen through the Widgetsmith app. So highly recommend downloading those, and those are just straight from Pinterest. And now I'm really loving the green vibes. I love having my calendar, the date, and everything where I need it to be. So yay! I love putting in any little extra time. Like that didn't take me very long at all, and now I just have a really cute aesthetic screen, and it makes me so happy every time I look at it, and everything is where I need it to be. Easily accessible, but also like visual, and I can actually see it, because if I can't see it, it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, a little object permanence there for you. But yeah, I need it to tell me like what day and time it is, like come on, read it, Annika, and have all of my like comment apps in one place. So I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know if you're going to update your home screen to be kind of spring themed, vibey, although we're almost inching towards summer, which is kind of crazy, but I'll probably leave this up until midsummer, I would say. But if you have any other questions for me, please comment them down below. And if you've made it this far in the video, comment a little green heart or like spring flowers or something springy. That would be cute. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!